YouTube, what's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and yeah, welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2. Have you ever wanted to play a battle or watch a battle that's just like all about the memes? If so, then you're in the right place, and if not, then, well, you're in the wrong place. In any case, this is going to be a Vampire Coast and Greenskins team up, and they're going against dwarves and vampires. And yeah, we got a few goblins here, just a few goblins, all right? Maybe something like 5 Doom Diver catapults, okay? Let's take a look at this side of the map. We got Azhag the Slaughter supporting these 5 Doom Divers, along with Luthor Harkon on his Death Shriek Terrorgeist, and then we got Bloat Boys, folks. We have the Bloat Boys that go to the buffet, they eat too much to the point of painful gas, just for your entertainment. And here they are. So yeah, the Vampire Coast is rocking, I think, oh yeah, it's gonna be 5 bloated corpses. So that is a very high risk reward unit that basically will explode an infantry unit if you get in the right place. There's some scurvy dogs hidden in the woods. The vampires are being led by Vladdy, the Daddy von Karstein. He's got a Banshee with him and a White King. There is some zombie infantry and then some heavier infantry in the back. And then the dwarves that are supporting them include Gotrek, the honorary dwarf Felix, I guess, and then a Rune Lord. You know, the Norgrimlings, Ironbreakers, Longbeards, Rangers with great weapons, Slayers, all kinds of stuff. There's going to be some Blood Knights, Chillgeist, Corpse Cart with an Unholy Lodestone, which heals units around it, by the way. We got a couple of Graveguard. Yeah, there's going to be a lot going on. So initially, just to kind of kick things off, the artillery battle is going to get underway. There is a Goblobber and several dwarf cannons, and the Doom Diver catapults are pretty good, but the Goblobber is honestly probably one of the best anti-artillery weapons in the game if it's something that sits back with a crew, because it drops the leadership of the crew insanely and does a great job at getting them off the battlefield, especially something with lower leadership like these Doom Diver catapults. So we'll watch a bit of this exchange here, just kind of give you the overview. And while this is going on, the bloated corpses are trying to be a little sneaky through the woods and kind of move their way up closer to enemy lines. And this trade of fire is going to go on for quite a little while here. Quite a little while. See an organ gun in the back firing an Azhag as well. And look here, there's a bunch of Cairn Wraiths hidden in the woods. But I haven't gotten to the entirety of the meme army yet. Here comes part of the meme, which is a huge line of goblins and goblin archers being supported by Mournghouls and Mournghoul Haunters, and then the Regiment of Renowned Mournghouls that are glowing red like they're a bunch of dead Sith or something, the Night Terrors. And that is all coming out of the woods as we speak, and while it does, they happen upon the Cairn Wraiths. This isn't great because they don't have any magical damage for that goblin meme army. And did I mention that all the gobos back here are gold chevroned, like triple gold chevroned? So it should make things a little more interesting than usual. We've even got the Warlord's Boars and the 8-peak loonies. But the Chillgeist and a couple of Blood Knights, that is going to be a difficult target for a bunch of goblins to bring down. However, stuff like this Slayer won't be used very well against goblins with this high leadership. You see the Mournghouls making their way out. The Mournghoul Haunter, though, again, none of these units have magical attacks, but the Cairn Wraiths are going to be hard to deal with without it. And the memeing is on, folks. The memeing is on. And speaking of memes, here comes one. It's a bloated corpse. Nice job here pinning down these units with the scurvy dogs. And here comes Bloat Boy. Rip. So there goes all the dwarves. So trading a bloated corpse for a Thunder. What would be the best is if you could somehow trade a bloated corpse for the Norgrimlings Ironbreakers. That would be an incredible go-get. Now, Azhag has started to fly across the battlefield. He's going to come try and support his units. The attack here against the dwarves and the vampires is a little bit desperate. They got hit hard by the cavalry that came after them, and it has been an uphill fight back here to try and get any real traction in the back lines. But all this attention here did allow the Doom Divers to regroup and begin firing again, and they'll be able to continue to try and do damage. It's also allowing some bloated corpses to be sneaking through the woods over here, and then there's another bloated corpse on this side, so there are still quite a few of those headed this way. Look at Gotrek. Dude just got flat owned in this fight. I mean, just like torn up, owned. I don't know exactly what got a hold of him. Could have been Mournghouls, maybe. because they do get anti-infantry. Gotrek might have finally bitten off a little more than he can chew there. He's in rage mode right now, though, so I can understand units wanting to move away from him. White King, Vlad, Rune Lord. Yeah, I mean, that is going to be a tough fight to break through. Azhag did come over and put a purple sun down on the Banshees, or sorry, the Cairn Wraiths, and it did a lot of damage, but it wasn't enough to stop him. And then a very odd charge here by Azhag, down into a chilling effect cavalry, supported by Blood Knights, so Azhag is in some extreme danger at the moment. He may not get out of there alive, so things kind of going a bit south right now for the Vampire Coast and Goblin meme team, but you never know, they might be able to pull it back. And speaking of pull it back, here comes a bloated corpse that is as of currently unseen, making its way towards a very blocky formation of Thunderers, and if it gets there, it will kill absolutely all of them. Those Thunderers are lighting up these Morn Ghouls and the Night Terrors, who are trying to get in here to this artillery and Graveguard, and at the last second the Thunderers see the imminent threat. He is barreling towards them as fast as that bloated corpse will move, but he doesn't quite make it. It was so close to being a clean kill, but he just couldn't make it there. And so that leaves only a couple more bloated corpse units on the battlefield. We got one working its way up this flank. We'll see where he's headed. And then we got another over here. Luthor is trying to take out some artillery, and you can see the Gobbo artillery firing in the back, but the fight is becoming quite desperate at the moment, quite desperate. Felix is helping to heal up Gotrek, who was near death, but is now working his way away from death, and is looking to get some revenge on these Morn Ghouls who tore him up so badly initially. See the Morn Ghoul Haunter trying to stop these Rangers with great weapons from doing anything to the bloated corpse. The bloated corpse, no doubt, looking for his best potential target. This Graveguard's not a bad target for him. Take out a unit of Graveguard. That would absolutely be a fair trade for the bloated corpse if he's able to get it. But yeah, the battle is definitely waning against the Vampire Coast team. Let's see, is the bloated corpse going to go for it? Yeah, he's going for it. He's going for it. Here comes Corpsey. He hits a pretty good hit. Wasn't a brilliant hit, but it was a pretty good hit. It takes down quite a few Graveguard with him. There's little chance for the meme team to pull this one back, but you gotta love their armies, folks. This is why you gotta get on the Discord and come play some battles. It will never be a lack of fun. It will never be a lack of fun. Luthor is up to his eyeballs in problems right now. He's surrounded by dwarves, Chillgeist, White King, Vlad. He is way in over his head here, but he doesn't really have much of a choice. He's got to fight. And then over here, the last few Morn Ghouls are going to just crumble. They cannot take the leadership losses any further, and the meme team was a dream team. It didn't work this time, but I'm sure we'll see him again sometime in the future. And I have to say, that was a hilarious composition and a lot of fun to watch. And you have to admit, if something like that worked, it would probably be the most epic battle in the history of Warhammer. And so that's why you gotta just try stuff fun. This is why I like these social Warhammer battles. They're not always like, you know, top tier tournament level play, but it's people just playing the game to have fun, and every now and then you get these epic, memorable moments that even though it may not have been someone bringing home the gold trophy in a tournament, it's just like, man, the whole Goblin, like, super chevron army here, and then combine it with Luthor Harkon, a ton of Morn Ghouls, and a bunch of bloated corpses. This one bloated corpse here, man, he got some kills. Picked up 94 kills. A couple, or this one right here was the one I think that was going after the gunners, and you can see all of them got some kills, but the bloated corpse, man, it's tough. They cost quite a bit, and you really have to get them into the right spot, and they can't take a lot of missile punishment along the way. These Cairn Wraiths ended up being a clutch pick. With all the goblins and them not having that magic, and then you bring in the Chillgeist and the Cairn Wraiths, which was likely intentional, knowing that you were coming up against the Greenskins, and the Greenskins suffer quite badly against Terror. Now, they do have options against ethereal units, though those options are somewhat limited at times. It depends on whether you have the, I think, is it Gork will fix it? I think it imbues, or no, it's a Fist of Gork that imbues magical attack for the Greenskins. So that's usually a solid pick when you think you might be up against ethereal units. Anyway, the Dwarf army, obviously, kind of the more armored backbone. And when you get Felix, Gotrek, and any other Dwarf Lord together, it gets ugly. Taking these guys out is not easy, and it was crazy to see the fact that Gotrek had gotten hammered on so hard by the Morghuls, but that doesn't entirely surprise me. They're anti-infantry units, and if he got swamped by them, I could see him having a bad day in that case, but you gotta think this one was fun. If you're the people playing as the vampires and the dwarves, and all you can see is the Doom Divers, and you don't know that there's a whole dang army of goblins and Morghuls right behind you, good times. People, play the game. Have fun. Come join the Discord if you want, or just go find some friends. I love social games and Warhammer 2. I can't wait to play some more myself. I'm going to be trying to do that over this weekend. So get out there, play some games, have fun. If you want a place to do it, like I said, join us in the Discord. Hey, a lot of people are watching the videos right now who aren't subscribed. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to chase you off. Thank you. Thank you for being here, and I love the fact that you're watching the videos. If you enjoy it and you want to see more, consider subscribing so you can get notified of more. But as always, if you all want to support, it's always great to interact in some way. So if you didn't like the video, give me a dislike. If you liked it, click the like, leave a comment. Any of those things that you help to do to add interactions can be a way for you to help support my channel that doesn't cost anything, but is very much appreciated. Anyway, HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I will see you all soon with some more Total War Warhammer 2 action.